Welcome to the MLMsuccess.com podcast, the show designed to return the network marketing industry to its roots of personal growth, leadership development, and wisdom of the ages success principles. We share with you real success stories from real people that we hope will inspire and encourage you personally and help you progress forward in your business and your life. We believe if you build people, people will build the business. Now here is your host, who has been called the number one mind in network marketing, the MLM prophet, network marketing virtual mentor, and a host of other names that we will not mention because this is a family show. Frankly, he's just a small town guy that figured out that the real product in network marketing is people. Dale Calvert.
I want you to imagine living your life every day where failure is not even a possibility. It's not even a possibility. And I sincerely believe that. Dale, have you failed? Sure. Have you had setbacks? Yes. Have things not worked out the way you thought they would? Absolutely. Have you had things that have just exploded? Of course. But in my mind, I'm not taking action unless it justifies the time, no matter what I'm doing. I'm not taking action if it doesn't justify the time. I'm not putting time into people unless there's justification. But failure for me, really, because of programming, is not even a possibility. I got to share one other thing with you, and I'm going to pick it up, guys. But The Magic of Thinking Big is a fabulous book. I love the book. It's the first ever book that I remember in my life reading from start to finish. The Magic of Thinking Big. I've read it multiple times, but I heard a story years later after I read that book about this lady that cleaned office buildings at night, married and divorced multiple times, had several kids. She cleaned office buildings, and she would walk around, empty the trash into the big 30-gallon trash containers in these office buildings. And one night she dumped over the trash, and she looked, and a book dropped out of there, and the name of the book was The Magic of Thinking Big. And she picked it up, and she took it home. She read it. And the book said, we all have talent, skills, and abilities. What's your talent? And she said, well, I don't have talent. I live a hard life, this, that, the other thing. And then she got thinking about it. Well, when I was in school, I did make kids laugh a lot. And people say I'm kind of funny. So finally, over a period of time, she got up her nerve. And she went to an open mic night at a comedy club. And the audience loved her. Her name was Phyllis Diller, arguably one of the funniest female comedians that ever lived. She's passed on now, but that's how Phyllis Diller started her career when she was almost 60 years old and became one of the most well-known comedians of her time. And I think that's awesome. But you know what I always ask myself? Who threw away the book? What happened to them? That's the real issue. See, when you learn to reprogram your mind, your reality, I believe, will surpass your expectations. I'm living in a 600 square foot house, driving a beat up Chevette. I'm thinking if I could ever make $100,000 a year and not have a boss, life could not be any better than that. Now, I didn't know that after I just, decided to reprogram my mind and internalize wisdom of the ages principles like the law of averages, I had no idea that in my future, in a very short period of time, my income would go from less than $100,000 a year to over $3 million a year. I had no concept that I would one day not live in a little 600 square foot. I mean, I believed I wouldn't, but I never believed I would be building a dream home on 100 acres, 16,000 square foot home in Kentucky. I never even thought that would even become a reality, because here's what happens. Once you get your mind really wrapped around this, and your programming, your reality will really surpass your wildest expectations. I've seen it happen way too many times. So a few years later, after I implemented this personally, only for me, 3 or 4 people in my life knew what I was doing. But once it started kicking in and things really started happening, then I ended up putting this program together, and I made it available for our personal team at the time. And there's tens of thousands of lives that will never be the same because of it. You know, I talk to people every week that was, you know, that have went on and done a lot of different things, but they talk about not just what it did for them, but the ripple effect of their family, their kids, their grandkids. That's the original program I'm holding right there, that we put out. And it was just, you know, not too long after that, as I mentioned earlier, at 39, I just retired from building teams. And at that time, we transferred everything over to DVD and CD. Prior to that, it was VHS. In this course, it was VHS and audio cassette was in that course. And then we transferred everything over to DVD and CD, except the subliminal audio, because the cost involved, and it was that particular audio was for a specific company. And then we started making that course that you're looking at right there available generically at live events, $9.97. And I did that. That was my path until August of 2015. In August 2015, I think I mentioned, I took down every website I had, basically, and just decided I'm redoing everything. But tens of thousands of lives will never be the same. Here's some of the people that have been at webinars and seminars that we've done. This gentleman is actually a pastor, Brian Ray. He said, I thought I was putting this truth into practice on a daily basis. After listening to your program, Your Mind for Success, it took my understanding of how this truth to a new higher level. But most of all, it showed me how to put this truth into practice on a daily basis. As I did, I immediately saw a change in my business. This is no doubt the most important training material I've ever purchased. These were just unsolicited after different seminars that I've done when we had the DVD course. After 1 year of struggling in the industry, I bought this course from Dale, followed the simple 10-minute daily exercise. Today it's 15-minute. 10-minute daily exercise, and now work at a totally different level. I moved up 2 pin levels within a few months of starting Dale's 9-month program, and know that I will be at the highest level of my company before the 9 months are over. This program is worth thousands of dollars and will make every other book, CD, and seminar training event work. Without this program, you might as well not use or attend any other self-development business books, CDs, or seminars. Dale teaches you to fix your mind so that the success offered in all entrepreneurial training can be actually take effect. This is a must-have for anyone who wants to break out and live his or her life at the highest possible level. Stop the self-sabotage and struggle, and get this now. And Woody, I haven't seen them in years. This is from a young man that's become a friend of mine. Just sent me this letter unsolicited. He said, after watching the program Your Mind for Success training that you did over 10 years ago, it changed everything for me. It inspired me to write a journal entry that changed my entire life. That would be my perfect day. Not to mention my business. 18 months ago, I had this revelation. Since then, there have been thousands that joined my organization. My wife and I are financially free. It only came after the reprogramming process. This past weekend, I shared the journal entry with a crowd of almost 3,000. It was the best speech I've ever done. There were few dry eyes in the house. After all the adversity we've been through and the thousands of people that have quit, lied, and tried to bring us down in the industry, it finally made it to the top. It would never have happened without you. Thanks again, and give my warmest regards to your family. That's from Michael. Got thousands of these now, guys. And I'm really excited to announce that tonight we're going to make this program available again. We do this every December. You get the original program along with the latest scientific developments. It's really grown into an elaborate but very simple system that is a continued work in progress. We have more content all the time. It's more scientific studies come out. Tonight, a few of you will have the opportunity to be part of this. So some of you probably think at this time, okay, Dale, how much does it cost? And I'll just tell you that is always the wrong question. Always. Jim Rohn taught, you never ask what it costs, only what is it worth. What is it really worth? And if I charged what this was worth, nobody would be able to afford it. Or a few people would that are with us, but most wouldn't. Most wouldn't. So the question I have to ask myself when I decided to take this from DVD, CD, and put it in an online course and add the science and all the information behind it, and this is sincerely where my mind is with this at this point. Can this develop into a $10,000 a person event that I can do once a year and have 1,000 people attend? Can that happen? Not next year, but I'm not a spring chicken anymore. But could that happen? Absolutely. 10, 12, whenever I'm ready. Could this be a $9,997 to attend the event, accept 1,000 people, and they get access to what the back end as well, and do it once a year? Well, yeah. Well, that's $1 million day. And I think it's going to happen. I understand this stuff, guys. I've already spoke at this event 1,000 times in my mind. Ask Michael if he would have invested $10,000 in this training, knowing what he knows now. Of course he would. And I was originally going to put a video in by him, but he is in the members area where he just shares in his own words what it's meant for him. So it's not $10,000. I am going to offer this to you guys. It's not $5,000, but do get your credit card out because it's not $10,000. It's not $5,000. So be ready to place your order. If you want to make absolutely sure 2019 is to make it the best year you can, and you want to make the best business decision of your life, then again, I'm really, you say, well, Dale, you're trying to sell it. Yeah, I am. I am, but I don't have to. But I want to make sure that when I'm done, you really understand to attempt down any entrepreneurial venture without this, it's costing you more than you can even begin to imagine. It's costing you more than you can even begin to imagine. Those of you that know me know I don't hard sell, don't sell anything. But this course, this is the most important thing that I can do with people, is to get this in people's hands. So Dale, what am I going to get? Well, you're going to get the original Programming Your Mind for Success program. You can access it online tonight. It includes the original videos that we did, the Programming Your Mind for Success, and then the Programming Your Mind for Success the Next Level, all the PDF forms to implement the program, the My Perfect Day, the affirmations, so on and so forth. And it's on video and audio. We've added a Facebook group. You get access to this. Is private. It's a private Facebook. It's only for members. You can't even access it if you're not a member. And it's just a community of entrepreneurs that are out there finding subliminal messages in the marketplace every day. And just people that understand the process, the scrolls, the 15 minutes a day that are on this journey together. And some that are completing it, and most people they do it every year. It's an ongoing thing. I go through it every day, 15 minutes every day. Of course, things change, and you know, as life changes, as circumstances in your life change, you know, when you have grandkids, some of you know things really do change. But I believe in this more than anything I could ever communicate. You know, I've collected hours of footage and documentation from some of the smartest neuroscientists on the planet and added it to this program. And more is going to come to you in the future because I'm personally fascinated by this information. But you don't need all this new information that you're going to have that will be added over the years to this, because you can access everything you will ever need to take you as far as you want to go and beyond. Your reality will surpass your expectations, I believe. That's the path. And you can access all of it in about the next 5 minutes or so. And once you have it, you have lifetime access, no matter what we add to it. It kind of looks like this in the back office. Once you get your username and password, that's the original video. That's that was done. And then all the forms. We've added some other webinars that are applicable to this topic. Got some bonus videos. Then we got all kinds of subliminal documentation here. We've got the greatest secret in a PDF. Then we got the neuropsychologist. All these guys are just top of their field at Ivy League schools talking about this concept of neuroplasticity and what we think about comes about. I mean, science is starting to figure out what Napoleon Hill told us in 1932, you know, what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. And then we've just added other stuff that we feel like is beneficial to you guys. We got a whole course in here called the Neuropsychology of Self-Discipline, which, you know, it's sold at like $497 just by itself. I'm so proud of the information here and the impact that it is having for people that really take programming their subconscious mind as serious as Madison Avenue does. I know it's the best investment you'll ever make, business-wise, or not, even if you're not in business. And again, honestly, those who put this into action will tell you that this success program is priceless. And I say, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for your family. Do it for your family, because the ripple effect this course will have is just unbelievable. Those that know me personally will tell you the last thing I want to do is waste people's time or their money on products or services, especially my products or services that they're not going to put into action and aren't ready for yet. You know, our office will tell people you don't need to hire Dale as a consultant. You need a course, because we want to talk with the right people at the right time based upon just-in-time learning concept. But this course, I want to make absolutely sure that doesn't happen for when people get engaged with this. So as a bonus guarantee, here's what I do. And this is why I only do this once a year. For the next 90 days, the rest of this December, January, February, March, until the basketball tournament. The NCAA tournament starts in March. So the rest of December, January, February, until March, I will be in this group every day answering any questions anybody has every day. And truth is, I'm in there every week, even after that. But we have a great group of people in the community that understand this and have experienced this process. But I'm in there every day. And then again, we have accountability partners, if that's what you want to call them. But we have this private group. And real time, my time the amount of time I put into this, easily a $10,000 plus value. Your investment for those that get in on this program tonight is not $3,000. I told you get your credit card out. It's not even $2,000. The best investment we've ever offered this at live events, $997, and that was before we added hours of content from the neuroscientists and others. The investment for those that get in on this program tonight, only because you pre-registered for this workshop sometime in the last 12 months. That's the only reason. It's $697. One time, $697. There's the link to order, DaleCalvert.com/PYM697. And again, sometime over the last 12 months, you requested we had a $97 program called Dale, the 50/50 program that you accessed online. We gave that away. You registered for the notification list. That's why you were invited to be here tonight, or to watch the replay. I know if you don't get into your own subconscious mind and replace limiting beliefs, you will be outstanding at gathering information by attending webinars and reading books, attending more events and changing your mentor and listening to more podcasts and then changing your business model. You know, I was in network marketing. Now I'm going to do Amazon. And then no, I'm not going to do Amazon. Now I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to go to this network marketing company. You'll be great at all that. You'll be great at all of this, at gathering information. I know that. You can come to every training you want, but unless you can reprogram, I see reprogram spelled wrong. Unless you can reprogram your mind to overcome the stuff that's preventing you from taking action, like right now, there's only a handful of people that will hit their potential over the next 18 to 24 months. Handful, minuscule. You will have the dream. You've got the desire, you got the goal, but unless you really understand what creates breakthrough thinking and breakthrough activity that you can sustain and continue without even trying, because it's automatic, it's who you are. You may do well in short spurts. You go get fired up somewhere. You can do it well in short spurts, but because your conscious mind, you know, it'll get excited about an event for maybe a day or two or a week or more. You know, you can go on short spurts, but you've got to develop the subconscious mind to the point where it's just who you are. You know, it's not a good quote or exciting quote that you know that you agree with. It's how you operate daily. You know, there's a thermostat like monitoring your brain, and as soon as you get it out of your effective comfort zone, it'll bring you right back to reality. Some people call it self-sabotage. But you'll end up next year, I promise, within 10 to 20% income-wise, and in the 7 key areas of life, up or down 10, 20% of where you end this year. And that's just the truth. It's just the way entrepreneurs and people operate. So if you want to double, triple, 10 times your income in the other areas of your life, we all have to change the operational system that drives our thoughts and our emotions, because our thoughts and emotions drive our behaviors, and our behaviors create our results. After 3 years of being an entrepreneur and hearing many success thought leaders, I just came to the conclusion, you know, I got to take action. In my mind, it's like I had to take action beyond reading books, attending seminars, listening to audio trainings. And I had to get beyond that. What is the next level? And tonight, it's probably time for you to take the same step and take action. I made the conscious decision to daily program my mind for success. Within a short period of time, I automatically got in a consistent rhythm with my business And really, I never came out of it. I never came out of it. It wasn't until August of 2015 that I had what I call a passion paradigm shift. And I understood what you must do when your reality has so far surpassed your expectations. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But that's my path to this point. And I'm going to be doing multiple webinars in various niches the rest of this month. When New Year's Day gets here, I don't know if and when I'll make this available again, but I can promise you it won't be $697. I can promise you that. Right now, I'm communicating with a couple of different companies that want to charge $2,000 to $5,000 for this course. They want to take on all the marketing, all the promotion, and create all the sales, and take 30% and send me 70%. And I'm kind of considering that because, let's face it, 70% of $2,000 is better than $697. But the real issue is I can really get this in the marketplace without having to put any personal time, energy, and effort in it. So what I'm saying, I don't know right now. I don't know. But my plan was make this available every year in December, and I really kind of want to do that. But I have to at least evaluate some of the options that I have at this point. So I hope you'll take action tonight. Again, DaleCalvert.com, PYM697. Those of you that take action tonight before midnight, your order comes in before midnight, you're going to get this book. But we also have another special bonus for you guys. It doesn't matter if you're involved in network marketing or you're just an entrepreneur. We've got, for network marketing, we had a custom-made Subliminal audio done. It's actually an audio CD. We've had this custom-made in-house. If you break it, it's $197 to replace it. That's if you're a member. If you're not into network marketing, when you check out, you'll be able to mark whether you want just the entrepreneur Subliminal or the customized network marketing Subliminal. Again, that's a bonus. We mail that to you, and it's like got music playing, but underneath you've got messages. I am a network marketing leader. I'm confident but humble. I enjoy helping people and developing my team. I am ambitious. I communicate confidently. I progress daily towards my goals. My financial dreams are coming true. I take the action daily that move me towards my goals, and so on and so forth. And again, when it's subliminal, your conscious mind can't say, you don't move toward your goals every day. Some days you're lazy. Your conscious mind will not argue with the positive input because your conscious mind cannot hear it. All your conscious mind hears is music, and it goes directly into your subconscious mind. I slept with an auto reverse cassette player, playing ocean waves, programming my mind for a full year with headsets on. I still listen to them. I believe in it. I told you the story about procrastination. So again, that's what's going on. You just have this playing in the background while you're working. While you're in your office or whatever, you just have this going in the background. So that's what the program consists of, guys. If you're a serious entrepreneur, someone that wants to tap into the entrepreneurial revolution that's happening around the world, if that's you're still here, you're still watching, I don't think if there's any logical reason not to get started with us tonight. When you've bought and not taken action in the past, you've bought a course or whatever, I understand it creates a fear of not taking action again. You have a fear of disappointing yourself or your partner or your upline or your boss or your manager or whoever. And what we're really doing is we're just protecting ourselves all the time of anything that are perceived danger or pain associated with it, because that's how we're programmed. That's the fight, flight, or fear that we've been talking about. Tonight, you've already invested your greatest asset. That's your time. You've already invested it. Most people don't guarantee a return on their time because they don't take action on the information that was given. Most people get caught in the why I can't default. That's just why I can't because of this, I can't because of that. And they don't think about how can I make this happen? How can I take action on this information? No matter how much logical evidence is presented, they get caught in that. But see, you're still here. You're still here. So I want you to be able to look back on tonight and say, you know what, that was the best decision I've ever made. That's the best business decision. It was best for my family. It was best for all the important aspects of my life. You've already invested your greatest asset. Most people don't guarantee a return on that, again, because they don't take action. So the question I hope you will ask yourself is, how can I take action on this information? In my mind, when I look at this, there's only 4 logical reasons that I could think of that people don't act upon this. Some people say, well, I'm financially comfortable. I don't need this. Some think, well, I've already daily consciously programmed my mind for success. Some are, of course, I don't have the money. Some, I don't even have a business deal. And whatever you tell yourself is true. Whatever you tell yourself is true. Some might even be thinking, well, I don't have 15 minutes a day. Then you need to really get control of your priorities and your time. You really do, my friend. Really, sincerely. So people say, well, Dale, I'm already financially comfortable. And a lot of times I have found that's just ego. As I talked about when we started tonight, ego is going to be a big challenge. It's a challenge. I don't need this. I've already heard it. And then the ego. That's the 3 things. And if that's, well, Dale, I'm financially comfortable. Well, do it for your child. Do it for a friend or relative that needs it. It would be the best gift that you could give anybody, sincerely. Helen Keller said, hell starts when the person you are meets the person you could become. Right now, I already daily consciously program my mind, Dale. Then if that's, if you already do it, then you got the 697. And just to learn a new scientific concept idea that we add to this, that's worth $697. And some people think, well, Dale, I just don't have the money. And if that's really true, if $697 is really the issue, here's what I would say with all the empathy and love that I can communicate this. How old are you? Well, Dale, how long have you been an adult? Well, Dale, I'm 42. So let's say you theoretically were adult when you were 18. So you've been adult for 24 years. You've been doing something for 24 years or whatever it is. How old are you? Where will you be in 5 years if you stay on the path you've been on the previous 5 years? Where will you be? If you sincerely don't have the money, you need to get this program tonight worse than anybody that's with us. You got to make some changes. Last year, we let people know about this. I really don't know any of the details, but I know some people were able to finance this through their PayPal, so I wanted to mention that tonight. PayPal.com/credit. But I would encourage you to beg, borrow, don't steal, but beg, borrow, do whatever you can to get enrolled in this. It's that important. I sincerely believe it's that important. If someone spends $70 a year on you for Christmas, ask them for a 10-year advance. Do whatever you can come up with. Do whatever you can do, and do it tonight. What if you could get started tonight for $247? Would you? If you could start tonight for $247, would you? Well, we've never done this before. We're going to try it this year, and it's new. And I hope it doesn't create hassles for staff, but we're going to do it. We didn't do it last year, and some people asked for it. So here's what we're doing tonight. We've included a 3-pay option, $247 tonight, and then it'll renew $247 in January, $247 in February. If that makes more sense for you, DaleCalvert.com/3pay. DaleCalvert.com/3pay. Some of you think, well, Dale, I don't have a business. I didn't either when I heard Zig for the first time. But I believe that success occurs when opportunity meets preparation, and I believe this is part of preparation for all aspects of life. It's really getting control of this and understanding this. If you have any questions at all, guys, ask DaleCalvert@gmail.com. I'll be monitoring that until Sunday evening. We'll be monitoring that. Take action. You got 3 options. DaleCalvert.com, PYM697, that's a one-time pay. The DaleCalvert.com 3-pay, or you can check out PayPal. And again, I don't have any details on that. I just know several people used that last year. This night in December, I hope you will look back, and say, you know what? That night in December, it just didn't change the next year. It made an unbelievable impact on my life and everybody in my circle. That's what I really believe that I've shared with you guys tonight. So I thank you for being here. This is your last chance to write down the URLs you see there. DaleCalvert.com, PYM697, DaleCalvert.com/3pay, or there's the PayPal info. I sincerely thank you for being here, and I look so forward to getting to know you and to see you in our Facebook members area and on our private page. Thanks for your time. God bless. Have a Merry Christmas. I'll talk to you soon.
If you haven't gone over to iTunes yet and rated and left this podcast a review, what are you waiting for? At Calvert Marketing Group, we want to spend our time on the projects that we know are providing the most value for our clients and customers. You leaving us a review and feedback on iTunes is something that helps us more than you realize. And more importantly, it helps others like you find us. So if you've not taken the time to rate this podcast, please go over to iTunes and do that for us now. It will only take a couple of minutes out of your busy schedule. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business, and we will be back next week with another inspiring success story, wisdom of the ages training, or answers to your questions.